America's top prosecutor, Attorney General Merrick Garland, confirmed that he personally approved the search of Mar-a-Lago, days after the FBI raided former US President Donald Trump's home.
First, I personally approved the decision to seek a search warrant in this matter. Second, the Department does not take such a decision lightly. Where possible, it is standard practice to seek less intrusive means as an alternative to a search and to narrowly scope any search that is undertaken. Third, let me address recent unfounded attacks on the professionalism of the FBI and Justice Department agents and prosecutors. I will not stand by silently when their integrity is unfairly attacked.
Garland didn't reveal the reason for the historic and unprecedented raid on a former president's home, but he condemned the attacks on the FBI and the Justice Department. In another highly unusual move, Garland also said he was requesting the warrant that justified the search to be made public. If granted, the request would make the documents available to the public. While documents like search warrants traditionally remain sealed during a pending investigation, Garland justified his request due to the high public interest in the case.
The Department filed the motion to make public the warrant and receipt in light of the former president's public confirmation of the search, the surrounding circumstances, and the substantial public interest in this matter.
Trump has responded by saying that he will not oppose the release of the warrant. He, however, repeated the claim that the search was unnecessary and politically motivated. While it's not clear as to why Mar-a-Lago was searched, it's believed to be connected to an investigation into whether Trump removed classified records and sensitive material from the White House. A report by the Washington Post has cited anonymous sources saying that classified documents relating to nuclear weapons were among the papers sought by the FBI during the raid. The newspaper did not clarify if the nuclear weapons belonged to the United States or to another country. The search has sparked a political firestorm in the United States and comes as Trump weighs another White House run in 2024. Our US correspondent Susan Tarani is joining us live from New York City for more on this. Susan, the saga continues, and now an unusual request from Merrick Garland to make that public search warrant public to the people out there. What do you make of his comments and that plan to try and bring the documents out into the open?
Right, it really seems like Merrick Garland did feel the heat and didn't expect so much controversy, although he should have, considering the unprecedented nature of this action by the FBI. And it seemed like, this standoff that we saw between the former president and the DoJ and the FBI continues, as you mentioned. But I do want to say that when we see the warrant, possibly by this afternoon, 3 p.m., which former President Donald Trump has agreed to, it may not satisfy everyone. On the one hand, many are saying that an affidavit needs to be released as well, and more needs to come to light, notably whether or not all of this could have been resolved through a simple subpoena. The controversy right now surrounds the fact that at one point in June, FBI agents did go to Mar-a-Lago and conduct a search. During that search operation, even the former president came down, allegedly shook hands with FBI agents and said, if you need anything else, let us know. And then the former president left. And then after that is where the controversy begins, is when the FBI and the DoJ says that the Trump team didn't cooperate. The Trump team says that we were willing to cooperate after that as well. So we will see perhaps a warrant. Both President Trump, former President Trump, and Merrick Garland have now said that it will be released. But whether or not it will put all of this controversy to rest or not is very unlikely, notably because of the unprecedented nature of this incident, and also because it's really not going to answer many questions.
Well, that's right. The controversy is likely to continue whether or not it's approved the unsealing of these documents or not. Where do you see things going from here? How will things likely play out if these documents are unsealed?
Well, again, you mentioned that Washington Post report, that's a very important and credible team that's behind that investigation, saying that possibly there is these documents are related to some nuclear documents. They were very careful to say that it's not related to classified documents regarding the United States or another country. We don't know that on the one hand. But on the other hand, we've seen reports coming out in the media that were from anonymous sources that proved to be inaccurate. So I think the saga is going to continue until, there is some kind of concrete evidence, again, to find out whether or not this really was needed. And once that is established, either way, then I think it'll really, determine and have an effect not only on former President Donald Trump's future possible presidential run, but also how the Department of Justice and the FBI will operate, moving forward as well. This was very important. It was somewhat of a gambit, if you may, on how the DOJ operated. So a lot is at stake. Let's wait and see.
Susan, thank you. That was Susan Tarani joining us live from New York City.